Hey guys, back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the DC Universe animated movie Son of Batman Nightwing figure. Another mouthful from DC Collectibles, but this figure just came out today. I picked it up from a mock time along with the DC Universe animated Damian from the same line, which the review will follow. They're decent figures. I mean, I actually really like the Damian figure, which you'll see in my review. And this one is okay, but it's nothing, it's nothing really special. So we'll just get into it and you'll see what I mean. Just show you the package really quick. For some reason, they decided to put these animated movie figures in this huge bubble, which is like, it's really unnecessary because I don't think any of the figures are going to be that large. I mean, in this wave, they're all pretty small figures, so I'm not sure why they put them in this package. But you can see that it's a large bubble. You've got DC Universe animated movie, Son of Batman on the bottom. You've got some images from it in the back. Well, it's artwork from, I guess, is this artwork from the comic or just artwork in general? I'm not positive. But see that back there. You got Nightwing down the side. 75 years of Batman up at the top. On the side, you have some shot of Nightwing from the film. It says the same stuff down here. He's apparently figure 9. What the heck was the first wave of the DC Universe? Oh, the Justice League War figures, I suppose, were 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, right? And then this is 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, you have Batman from the Son of Batman up here, Damian, Robin here, Nightwing, and Deathstroke. Like I said, I picked up the Robin. I'm not going to pick up any of the other figures. Todd said he technically picked up the figures, and he saw the Batman in person and said it didn't look very good. And quite frankly, I imagine it looked quite a bit like the Nightwing, and like I said, it's an okay figure, but I'm not like super impressed. Personally, I just don't love the art style, so yeah, I'm not interested in any more. I just picked up the Damian because it's my first Damian Robin figure, and I picked up the Nightwing because I pretty much get everything Nightwing. So there you have it. And you got that down here, all the blah blah blah, no onion babies. So here we go. Take a look at the figure. Now this figure obviously comes with one or two accessories, however you want to look at it. He's got his Eskrima sticks. They're just lightweight, like, I guess plastic, very thin. They're painted black, or cast black, whatever, and they fit nicely into his hands. So I'll take them out, though, for the rest of the review. And then the rest of the figure is very, it's obviously, going for a stylistic look because it's based on this basically like anime-styled artwork that they went with this film. This was probably one of the like low points for DC's animated films this year, I think. I'm not sure that anybody I know really loved it or anything. There were definitely better films out this year for numerous reasons, but the art style was, for me, one of them. I didn't love the art style, and translating it to figure form doesn't really improve it. It's, if you don't like it, you don't like it. These figures to me kind of look a little, what's the word? I don't want to say cheap. They just look just not as nice as other DC Collectibles figures. And I don't know. I like the, I didn't buy any of the Justice League War figures, but I saw a couple, like, in the package, and they looked nice. Like, the Justice League War Cyborg looks really nice. Definitely nicer than these, because the art style was different, and so I think that's what gave it that edge, but I'm gonna try to carry on here. So, the sculpt is relatively simple. It's, he's got a very lean build. There's not much sculpted on other than, I mean, his muscles are all sculpted and everything, obviously, but he's got these very simple pouches sculpted on just the sides of his hips here. And that's it. Everything else is painted on because that's how they made it look like this style, with all the lines and the symbol on the chest. Take a look at the head sculpt here. Oh, the box fell. I think, you know, I think it has a good likeness to the artwork from the film. You know, I'm not crazy about it. This head sculpt's actually not so bad. Like, it's a decent head sculpt. The only issue here is that the hair is sculpted in the back to come down right here. And it definitely hinders articulation. But I don't think it's just the hair that's messing with the articulation, unfortunately. So that's kind of like a... you know, it's like, does it really matter if the hair is sculpted that way, if the joint's not working as it should? Who knows? So, oh, he's got a little bit of sculpting on the shoulder blades, but that's it. He's got a little bit of a schmutz on him right here. Not sure if you can see that. That's weird. But, yeah, so face sculpt's not bad. The rest of him, the paint, so then the rest is paint, and he's painted in, like, a dark gray for, like, down here, and he's got a lighter gray up at the top. It's maybe not as light as it should be to contrast with the darkness. Like, I'm looking at my viewfinder right now on the camera, and I feel like you guys, I mean, I don't know, it's maybe just me through the viewfinder, but you can't really see the contrast between the light and the dark gray as well as I can in person. But maybe that's just a camera thing. The paint work is okay. It could be a lot cleaner on the lines, I feel like. These panel lines, these black lines. But that, again, is maybe the style. Like, it looks a little more like the artwork this way. But I just don't know. So you can see it's got, like, rivets and things. They're all painted on. They all look like they do in the movie. Thick black lines. So I'm not, you know, I'm just not super crazy about the look, and that's, you know, it's not the figure's fault so much as the artwork from the film. And you know, I maybe could have passed on this figure, but it's a different look for Nightwing that I'd like to have in my collection, and you know, it's hard for me to resist a Nightwing figure, unless it's one of those, like, little ones that is just not so great, which, although I do have one of those too. So, I'll go through articulation now. His head will go side to side, spin around, but like I said, it does not go back. Like, if he's standing pretty much straight up, he's still looking down. It's really kind of annoying. I'm probably going to boil and pop the head off and see if I can maybe carve out a little space in the back of the head to move back a little bit or something, because I really would like him to look literally at least forward properly, let alone up. So that's kind of annoying. I look down just fine, but can't be broody all the time, can you? So he has shoulder joints that go up to about here, and they'll go around. Very oily in there. Bicep swivel. He has a bend at the elbow and also a sort of a swivel in the elbow, because they're trying to make up for the fact he has no wrist articulation at all. And his hands are sculpted really weird. This one's like, it looks like he's kind of grabbing at the scream stick like this, but you can see that there's a hole in there. He's meant to hold it. And then this is just a fist that has the hole in it. No ab crunch, no waist articulation, nothing in there. But he does have the hips that'll go forward about there, back a little bit. But really, they're T-jointed, so they're meant to kind of swivel about on that joint. It looks like they're not using clear plastic in there. But I mean, who knows if they're using like the same clear plastic and just painting it, right? It looks like a gray joint, which is an improvement probably over the clear plastic if it is. Anyway, he has a knee joint here that doesn't quite make the 90 degrees, and then nothing at the ankle. And it's funny because with these like newer DC Collectibles figures, I was starting to not really like the ankle joints that pivot, but I'm just noticing with him, it really does help. As long as they're not super loose, it actually does help the posing to have that little hinge, even if they don't have a rocker. So before I wrap this up, I just want to show a size comparison with some other figures. We'll take the Capullo Nightwing. You can see that, you know, they're pretty level, surprisingly. But the animated one is much slimmer. And just, you know, Capullo Batman, just to see what they look like together. I really don't think anybody's going to really be mixing these together so much. I mean, I will be for now with the Damian, because he's going to stand as my Damian Robin until I get the Mattel one. Or DC Collectibles gives us like a new 52 styled one. But they do have, you know, similar scale, so if you are interested. And then I'll show the Damian now, just to, in case you're not interested in that review and don't want to watch separately. This is what they look like together. Really, really cool. So Damian's really cute. He's a very little figure. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm making my lights flash. That's about it for this review, guys. You know, like I said, I don't really love this art style, so I'm a little bit less excited about the figure, but it's a decent figure and it does the job for the art style. So if you did like this movie, and I also didn't love this movie, so if you did love the movie and or love this art style and love Nightwing, worth a pickup. You know, maybe wait and see if you can get him a little cheaper on sale, if your local comic shop has sales every now and then, or if, you know, his price drops on Amazon at some point. You know, like, I would have preferred to grab this guy at the $10-15 range, but what are you going to do, right? So, this has been my review of the DC Universe animated movie Son of Batman Nightwing figure. And, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the figure. And I'll see you in the Damian review. Thanks, guys.